Let's talk about Kid Cudi. So he was essentially forced to remove or cancel a drop. That one snippet was absolute garbage. I'm not gonna lie. And you know how garbage it is? They literally copyright struck, and I used his audio. I played it, or I like did the Twitter feature where you like click on the link and then you post it with your own thing. So they copyright struck it down. We had the whole little like chorus that we had to do. You press start and like, I will not use copyrighted material. But it was so bad that they're trying to swipe it off the web completely. And people were shitting on it. And so then he said, you guys are my fans, you're my family, I hear y'all, I'm pivoting, different single June 2nd. So he literally got bullied out of dropping the song that he felt so strongly about to release. So he just can't catch a break. But it now you know why Cardi wasn't getting the feature, because come on, the music industry is so political in a way that like if he starts associating with Kid Cudi, Cardi that is, like he almost gets wrapped up in these sort of L's, and Cardi can't take no L's. I'm not saying that he can't, like it's not possible, but like he doesn't want to, so he's just not even gonna take that risk. So now we find out more information as to why, and he didn't necessarily know but that was going to happen. Like his song was going to get hated on so much that the single was going to get canceled for the album that Cardi was supposed to be on for Solo Dolo 4. But I feel like you could tell already because of the whole Kanye situation that everybody was hating on Kid Cudi. So just leave it alone. There was going to be no benefit in doing that outside of the feature check that he gets, maybe of like $150K or however much it would cost, or maybe like Kid Cudi wouldn't pay that because they're cool, and Kid Cudi was on a whole lot of red with Metamorphosis, so maybe it was going to be a feature swap. But just all these antics are too funny. I do think Kid Cudi is just washed, bro. I feel like everyone loved his music when we were all, or I was like 15, 13 maybe, first smoking weed, and like that's the type of music he was making. You would smoke weed and be like, oh my God, I'm so high. Kid Cudi is speaking to my soul because he's talking about depression, and I'm going through puberty, and I don't know what my place is in the world. But then it just gets kind of corny after a while. And I'm not saying that I'm not going to give his music a chance, but it's just, he's fruity, bro. He is fruity. I'm not even trying to hate, just... And to get bullied like this, it's crazy. I feel like you gotta stand on your foot. If you think a song is so good to be a single, I feel like this has happened with Trippie Redd too. Like I see in the Trippie sub that like they were talking about the last snippet he previewed. Like this is the worst snippet I've ever heard. I don't think the Trippie snippet is all too bad. It's just kind of mediocre. I feel like a lot of people that were big back in the day, there's going to be a big shift soon, because a lot of the artists that were big back in the day, they might still do numbers, but it's not as organic as it once was, and the music just isn't very good. So people are going to start falling off. We still got the GOATs though, like Drake, Travis Scott, Cardi's coming through, Uzi's coming through. Uzi kind of went through his whole ordeal with people saying that he fell off, so he's got something to prove as well. But I think Pink Tape will be good. Nobody cares about Kid Cudi though. I'm not gonna lie. We'll see how that album does. I feel like his last album, I don't know how much it sold. It probably did big numbers because he's got a lot of industry behind him, and he's got a good catalog from the old days, so that's what it's gonna be supported by. But I don't know. It did bad. I don't know if it did bad. I just don't know if people care as much. Please use Lil Uzi's pronouns. Suck my dick. I don't care about pronouns, bro. I hate when people start talking about that shit. Like, I'll respect you if you want to be a fucking giraffe, but you can't expect me to call you a whatever you want to be called. Especially because these people be changing their pronouns all the time. Like what are you today? A fucking bear? A deer today? Nah. What are my pronouns? It's fuck you, bitch. Nah, I'm playing. And also, I think the they them thing is just a play on of Uzi's trying to say it's not that he's trans or anything, it's that he's an alien. This is all speculation that he's just not a human. So that's why he's a it or they them, you know? I don't think he cares. Otherwise, it could just be a marketing scheme as to like to reach a different audience, but he obviously in his music talks about fucking bitches, so he's straight, even though I know he has some feminine type, I don't know, like branding, I guess, because of it was actually his old look. Like he was wearing like somewhat feminine clothes, so it kind of makes sense, but the music was definitely heterosexual. He got multiple personalities. I think he just plays a lot of characters, like the whole Leslie Chow thing, and then he's got a lot of hairstyles. He's got a lot of different looks with the rock star stuff, and obviously the rock star stuff kind of plays into the Satanism and anti just establishment or anti everything. So like we're not gonna be conservative with our pronouns, but I think that his music, like he's definitely like a regular guy. Okay, that's why I always say with the Satanism stuff, the upside down crosses, that's not real, bro. It's just a character. They're not trying to control the world or whatever. They're just trying to get more eyeballs on them. Everything's a publicity stunt or statement. Satanism is just rage bait, literally. That's all it is. It's nothing crazy at all. Like it's anti. It's almost just to get people talking. It's like controversial because everybody's scared.